I would imagine you get this quite a lot, but both of them ask, are you still blaming it on the boogie?
We blame it on the sunshine, we blame it on the boogie, we blame it on the moonlight, we blame it on everything.
All right, let's keep things going, because I'm trying to find out what's going on with Jermaine Jackson. He too is now on the list of people that are being accused of committing assault. So according to popculture.com, the New York Times, Pitchfork, the Rolling Stones, Sky News, Jermaine Jackson is apparently being sued for something that he did in 1988. So the lady involved in this case is Rita Barrett. She says that Jermaine conspired to keep this whole thing quiet for the sake of his reputation. She ended up filing a lawsuit in the Los Angeles Superior Court underneath the Sexual Abuse and Cover-Up Accountability Act. What this does is it goes around the statute of limitations by granting a civil suit when there is an assault case, if in fact one or more individuals are legally responsible, or if there was an attempt or if there was a cover-up involved. So if Jermaine did this and tried to hide it, then this opens this whole can of worms right back up. Civil suits such as this one were able to be filed since December 31st, 2023. And if anyone knows and you've been paying attention, this is coming right off of the heels of so many past allegations that have been swept under the rug that are now being brought to light. I won't call any names, but one name that was mentioned, it rhymes with D. Pity. Now, Rita in this claim, she says she knew Jermaine through her husband's personal and business relationship with Berry Gordy. The same Berry Gordy that was the founder of Motown Records, and the same Motown Records that the Jackson 5 were signed to. She says on one particular night, Jermaine forced himself into her home with force and violence. She also made the claim that at the time that this was all happening, she did fear for her life, whether it be during or whether it be after. Now immediately, the question would be, why didn't you tell someone? But the claim says that she did. She told Berry Gordy, and this being the 80s, he did nothing. He didn't talk to Jermaine about it, he didn't report it to the authorities, he never brought it back up. Instead, what she alleges they chose to do was then cover it up. Again, all for the sake of Jermaine's reputation. I think it's fair enough to say that we all know that within the 70s, the 80s, and probably some parts of the 90s, you always hear this one statement. It was a different time. The time was different. It was a different day and age. You can really phrase it however it is that you want to, but that is basically what you hear. But in a span of life when so many stars at that time were living in an era of what they would call free love, then yeah, it kind of was a Wild West, or so it seems. And what it also seems like is like the chickens are coming home to roost. But this does pose questions. Yes, she did file it for a civil suit, but as it stands right now, this is merely allegation, speculation, accusation, whichever kind of Asian you want to choose. So unless there is actual evidence to the contrary, then this is going to be one of those cases of it happened in the past and I'm just bringing it to light for the sake of. Especially given the fact that I've seen Jermaine. Jermaine does not strike me as the type that could do any jail time. I can almost promise you that when he goes out, he takes hours to get ready. But let me know what it is that you guys think. Now that all of these allegations are coming out one after the next, is it true that in the 70s and 80s, it was just a very different time, and that people just went along to get along? And to you, should the statute of limitations still stand? Or is this another case of, it may take some time, but eventually, justice comes full circle? Let me know your thoughts on the matter. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like, leave your comments in the comment section, and I will see you guys again for the next one. Be easy, y'all.
I would imagine you get this quite a lot, but both of them ask, are you still blaming it on the boogie?
We blame it on the sunshine, we blame it on the boogie, we blame it on the moonlight, we blame it on everything.